Local 6.
Months of planning, thousands of dollars invested, and the invitation sent out. Now, just weeks away, they may be forced to cancel their wedding.
As the coronavirus pandemic continues, the CDC is urging all of us to practice social distancing and avoid gathering in groups of 10 or more. That has couples like these two trying to figure out if they should say "I do" now or later.
If anybody wants us to kiss, they'll go up and scratch it.
They met in middle school, reconnected after divorces.
She keeps me out of trouble.
I keep him out of trouble.
And now, Michelle Martin and Michael Matthews are getting married.
So our date's May 16th, 2020. Hopefully. Hopefully. The cookies will go down here.
They started planning about a year ago.
And then this one.
Invitations are out, vendors are booked, and she's said yes to the dress.
We've planned so long and we've already shucked out so much money.
Now, because of COVID-19 concerns, there might not be a wedding.
It's very real. Like, it's very real. Like, I don't want to cancel. Like, I really don't. But, like, we understand, like, everybody's health and everybody's safety. We understand that 100%.
Health, safety, and finances.
My sister lives in Florida. She's off work right now. They've shut her down, laid off, you know. So is she gonna have the gas money to get from Florida to here to be at the wedding? And, you know, not only her, but anybody else.
The ripple effect is real, even threatening local businesses helping with the big day.
One of our venues is a newer venue. And if that many people cancel, they could go out of business. So what says next year, if we have to reschedule for next year, they may not be in business due to this, because they're getting hit.
The whole situation is overwhelming, and it's putting Michelle and Michael's 5-year plan in jeopardy.
We wanted to start a family, like our son, or my son, like we really wanted him to have a brother or sister from us. Me being 31, it's kind of time clock, you know. I may not be able to have kids if we have to wait a year to 2 years. And he's a perfect stepfather to my son. Like, he's absolutely amazing. But he deserves, as a man, to get that feeling.
The future is uncertain, but for better for worse, richer for poorer, in sickness and in health, they're getting through this together.
If we gotta cancel, does it stink? Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, we'll just fight tooth and nail to find the closest date possible and hit the ground running again.
Michelle and Michael are still in limbo, deciding whether or not to postpone. And unfortunately, they're not the only ones going through this. Take a look. These are just some of the many comments that we got from you on Facebook. First one, we've got Nikki Lynn. Wedding day for May 23rd to marry my soulmate. And I'm thinking we may have to cancel. We've spent over $3,500 so far, and it's just upsetting. Hopefully things will get better before then. We have Elizabeth Grief says, our wedding was April 18th, 2020. Everything was planned and paid. Now our venue has closed down and unsure when they can reopen, along with elderly guests who can't risk group gatherings. We have some family who bought plane tickets to come to our celebration, but now they're trying to get refunds for those. It's been a mess for sure. And another one, Shauna Staples says, our wedding day is May 23rd. We haven't rescheduled it yet. It absolutely breaks my heart knowing that we might have to reschedule. Prayers are greatly appreciated. So what do you do if you're in this situation? Well, this woman, Courtney Smith with Prim and Proper Events, says don't cancel. Postpone. You're more likely to keep your deposits and help your local vendors stay in business. If you have a wedding planner, get them on the phone and come up with a game plan. If you don't have one, Smith says take a deep breath and reach out to your vendors.
They're a local business too, you know, see how they're doing and what they're thinking through all of this and make sure that they're still running the way that they need to be running, and that they can still get everything done for you the way you wanted it to be done. And I would just say, honestly, like, use your best judgment. You know, we don't want to go against anything that anybody's telling us not to do. So if your wedding's in 2 weeks and you don't think that 100 people can gather together, then, you know, push it back at I know it's your wedding day, and I hate that anybody's having to go through this, but the worst thing that you could do is regret not doing what you were supposed to do.
Smith says a big concern is finding a new date that works for not only you, but also your vendor and your venue. She says when you're ready to reschedule, call the venue or your favorite vendor and come up with a list of open dates. Then compare those with everyone else's schedule. She says you can even set up an online poll for folks to fill out.